Welcome back, ma. See, now we'll start the subject that is bio. Okay. We have been started till now already. In the last class, I said that you write the to read the lesson and you have to write the keywords. I hope everyone did that work. Now we'll start the first lesson of your bio, that is cell structure and functions. Okay, cell structure and functions. We'll see what is that lesson includes. Okay, see, in the previous class you have already learnt about cells and their structures. You have also learnt about discovery of the cell, its size and shape, unicellular and multicellular organisms. Okay, what is meant by unicellular? Which includes only one cell, that is your unicellular, and multicellular is nothing but you are having a more cells, more than one cells. Okay, let us recall some of the activities related to these aspects. For example, onion cells are nearly rectangular while the cheek cells are irregular in shape. Yes or no? And add other examples as the one given above. Okay, like that you have to write and add other examples. Means onion cells, in that onion cells the total nearly to the rectangular. Okay, while the cheek cells are irregular in shape. If you observe the onion, that is in rectangular, and cheek cells are in irregular shape. You know already what is meant by cheek, that cells are very irregular in shape. See, primarily cells are studied under the microscope. Yes or no? We can't see by our naked eye, so it can be studied only through microscope. When we observe the cell under a compound microscope, we can see some parts like cell wall, cytoplasm, nucleus, chloroplast and mitochondria. However, when the same cells are observed under the electron microscope, a few other structures are also visible. Means based on the microscope also we'll see different types of cells. Okay. To study various cells, scientists have been trying to observe cells from different parts of plants and animals, draw their structures, take photograph of them and make models of them. They have given valuable information about plant and animal cells. Here we will try to study the model diagram of the cell. See, to study various types of cells, scientists have discovered means different parts of plants and animals and draw their structures. They have drew their structures and take a photograph also to explain briefly about them. Okay, now we'll see about a typical cell. See, all the organelles shown in the typical cell of plant or animal will not exist in every cell. Okay, that cannot exist in every cell. For example, see here, chloroplasts are always shown in the typical plant cell, yet all the plant cells do not have chloroplast. See, for every plant cell it can't be a chloroplast. Okay, it does not having a chloroplast. They are mostly found in the cells of green leaves. Chloroplasts are present in the green leaves. Okay, tender stems, etc. The organelles that feature in most of the cells are included in this model. Next, the typical cell provides a way to study cells. When we arrive at such a model, we can compare any cell with it. Observe the given diagrams of typical plant and animal cells. See here the diagram is given, that is typical plant cell and animal cell. Here this the cell present in a plant, this consists of nucleus and this is your cytoplasm, this is your endoplasmic reticulum and this is your mitochondrion. We'll see different functions, the parts of working and different functions in future classes. These are the basic structure of typical plant cell. Okay, and here is the animal cell, is the typical animal cell, and some of the parts are also given. Okay, now we'll see about cell membrane or plasma membrane. Cell membrane or plasma membrane. See, what is meant by cell membrane? Tell me. In your earlier classes you have already studied that cell membrane is the covering of the animal cell. See, cell membrane is nothing but it is the covering of animal cell. Okay, in plant cell there is another layer present over the cell membrane known as the cell wall. See, where is the cell wall? Here it is the cell wall. Okay, it covers all the membranes, it covers overall the cell membrane, known as it is a cell wall. Okay, it covers all the overall membrane. Next, with the help of given activity, you will be able to see a cell membrane. Okay, next, by this activity we'll see, observed in the cell membrane, Take Rio leaf. Tear the leaf in a single stroke. Okay, Rio leaf is nothing but dried leaf. Observe it against the light. Take a small piece of leaf, peel with light color, transparent portion, put it on slide and put a drop of water on it. Cover it with cover slip and observe the lighter portion of leaf under the microscope. Draw the diagram what you have seen. See, if you Rio leaf peel cells, that could be, if you see in the microscope, that structure will be looking like this. Okay, see, 1 to 2 drops of dilute salt solution on the membrane and leave it for 5 to 10 minutes on that Rio leaf. For preparing salt solution, take 50 ml of water and dissolve 1 teaspoon of salt on it. Stir it well, then you will get a structure of that leaf is like this. Okay, see, observe it under microscope. Draw your observation in your notebook. Without microscope, without activity, we can't do anything. Just observe what it happens. Okay, clear? If you read once through all the lesson, you will get easily. Clear, ma? Next, see here, when we put salt solution over the peel of Rio leaf, after putting the salt solution of that Rio leaf, what will happen? Water present inside the Rio leaf cells comes out. Okay, if you put the salt solution to that leaf, the water present inside Rio leaf will comes out. Okay, it results in the shrinking of the cytoplasm along with cell membrane. Ante enti, ఆ సైటోప్లాజమ్ అండ్ సెల్ మెంబ్రెయిన్కి shrink అవుతుంది కాబట్టి వాటర్ అనేటివి బయటకు వచ్చేస్తున్నాయి. ఓకేనా, ద outer boundary of colored area is actually the cell membrane. Okay, what is the outer membrane? The outer boundary of a colored area. What is the colored area of the outer membrane? That is nothing but cell membrane or plasma membrane. Okay, which became separated from the cell wall. See here, the picture is given cell membrane. It is a shrinkage of cytoplasm and this is your plasma membrane. Okay, the colored shrinkage of, okay, plasma membrane. This is your plasma membrane. However, we can observe the structure of cell membrane only through an electron microscope. Only we can see through electron microscope. We can't see our naked eye by naked eye. Okay, cell membrane is flexible and is made up of mainly lipids and proteins. Okay, cell membrane is made up of, it is important ma, it is mainly made up of lipids and proteins. Okay, it is nothing but vitamins or proteins natural occurring. Okay, in animals, the cell membrane is the outermost layer of the cell that separates cytoplasm. This is in case of plants. While coming to the animals, the cell membrane, it is located in the outermost layer of the cell that separates cytoplasm from the external environment. Okay, separates from cytoplasm, which can be in where it is not clear in this picture. So it is a cytoplasm from the external environment. This is also known as the plasma membrane. Okay, the cell membrane defines the shape and size of the cell, encloses the cytoplasm and protects it from the external environment. By the external environment, it protects all the conditions of a animal cell. Okay, the internal environment of the cell is different from that of outside. Okay, the internal environment of that cell is different from the outside. Inside a cell, one finds a very specific composition of various substances which maintain a balance. The cell membrane plays a crucial role in maintaining this balance. Okay, any substance entering or leaving the cell can do so only through its membrane. Through this membrane only all the substances can enter and leaving the cell. Okay, the uniqueness of this membrane lies in the fact that it does not allow every substance to pass through it, but the membrane does not allow all the substances to the cell. The exchange of substances through the cell membrane takes place very selectively. Hence, it is known as selectively permeable membrane. Okay, cell membrane of animal cell is known as selectively permeable membrane. Why? Because it does not allow all the cells to a membrane. Okay, it selects certain cells to enter the membrane. Clear? This characteristics of the membrane enables it to control the exchange of substances between the cell and its external environment. You will learn more about the function of cell membrane in the chapter plasma membrane. We'll see about this topic in your future class. Clear? See, up to here, read all the lesson. If you are having any doubt, just call me. And whatever the questions are there, you just write down regarding this topic. Write down in your classworks. Okay. Regarding this, if you are having any doubt, just call me. We'll meet in next class. We'll see the next topics in your next class. Thank you.